So we're just doing it? We're no intro?
Check this out.
Okay, go.
Okay, there's a lot of mascot suits here. I don't like mascot suits.
Great.
Recognize anyone?
There's the cute one from the Powerpuff Girls. Not the mean one. I like the mean one the best. There's that other one from the Powerpuff Girls. I don't know about what her personality is. Okay, so there's a man directing and a little kid like trying to play with the people in the mascot suits, but it's not going so hot.
The kid is dressed as a computer, like mouse pointer, cursor.
Oh yeah. Now there's anime guys.
Fight or something.
Chicka chicka?
Okay, that's not really what I meant.
Why is Johnny Bravo rolling around on the ground?
Cartoons in an online shop, there's an easier way to wrangle your favorite cartoons. CartoonNetwork.com. Your click is our command.
This isn't working.
That's such a weird voice of that announcer.
CartoonNetwork.com.
But if I
Your
give you
click is
Bravo,
our command.
what else do I get?
You know what? Deal's off. Forget it.
Oh, no, we're good. Just the legend, I'm cool.
Chicka chicka.
Want to see the new way to trade? Log on to Cartoon Orbit, where you can create your own cartoon world, fill it with your favorite cartoon characters, then chat and trade with your friends. Check out Cartoon Orbit.
So this is a advertisement for something called Cartoon Orbit. In Cartoon Orbit, you can like make a little area for them, and you can trade with your friends. And a little boy is a mouse.
Can you imagine?
What this was like for you?
It was 2002.
Oh no.
I loved strange online economies like
You
Neopets.
did, yeah. And what was the other one?
What other one?
No, you didn't have another
This was the other one.
one. Oh, okay.
Kate, this is where I learned about economics.
The invisible hand of the Cartoon Orbit.
Hello and welcome to Not-Stalgia. Wait, how do we do this intro? We forgot. We didn't do an intro. You're listening.
You say, hey, I'm Tyler.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia.
The podcast guided by the invisible hand.
Ready? Kate, Cartoon Orbit.
The Cartoon Orbit will regulate itself. Trickle down cartoons.
Oh no. Cartoon Orbit, Kate, was a small online economy. I hate to keep using that word. It's in jest, but it is kind of true.
Is it like a token economy like that you set up with a child?
So
where it's like you can earn
if you get this many
donkey
pebbles.
bucks.
So it's more of a sticker book. I hate to reduce it to that. Here's the
I
deal.
had a sticker book.
A real sticker book.
Yeah.
Did you ever have those sticker books with the stickers you could like peel off and move around?
Yeah.
Do they have a name?
Sticker book.
Because I know
reusable because you're poor.
There was color forms, but that's not quite.
No.
I'm thinking of the kind that's in a book.
Yeah.
We did a color forms episode a while ago.
Yeah, I had a sticker book, and it was a prized possession, and I would spend many minutes per sticker making sure that my stickers were laid out the way that I wanted them to be, and then were properly stuck.
Yeah,
to the book.
Were
you
these
don't want
permanent stickers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
once it went down.
Once it goes down, you can't pick it up again, so you got to make sure it's not going to be wrinkled. You have to make sure that it's the placement you want, and that is when my anxiety began.
Well, maybe you would have benefited from an online sticker book. So, as far as we can tell, because this area of history is not well studied yet, it's still too recent.
Maybe you could be the preeminent scholar.
I kind of think that's what this podcast is.
My God.
This is,
Who knew I was a media scholar?
So,
ooh, smart.
Sesame Workshop, Kate, the nonprofit organization that creates Sesame Street.
Oh, I know them.
Who are now owned by HBO, I guess. I don't know how that works. But they had a website in these early-ish days when kids were getting on the internet called Sticker World.
Okay.
And as far as I can tell, so this is my new thing that's really helped me figure some of these dates out because they're so poorly archived, like the information. I looked at the trademark filings, and Sticker World was trademarked by Sesame Workshop in 1998. Yeah.
Is this journalism?
This is journalism.
Is this historical research? Are you the preeminent sticker book online scholar in the world? Why are people calling you?
Listen,
why are people calling me?
Recently, I was emailing, this is a sidebar, back and forth with the creator of As Our School Bus Turns and Bus Number 9. And I was asking him questions like, hey, I saw the trademark filing for this was on this date. Can you confirm that this is when it first aired? Or is this just when they filed it? He goes, I have no idea.
You're doing real journalism over here, Tyler.
He got back to me, but he's like, great sleuthing, but I don't know.
I'm a proud wife.
basically Sticker World by Sesame Workshop, Kate. You could collect e-stickers. I love when they used to just put E at the beginning of everything. Those days are kind of over, aren't they? When it was on the internet.
I'm booking e-tickets for stuff right now. I'm doing it right now on my phone.
You could collect. Hey, put your phone
My
away.
e-phone.
You're supposed to be podcasting. So on Sticker World, you could collect e-stickers and make a little website / online sticker book. And unlike your real sticker book, you could move. These were like those more static, clingy stickers where you could like move them around because they're virtual. It doesn't matter.
Did you ever have a felt board? It kind of sounds like a felt board.
No, but I've seen your childhood felt board and it looks really fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty good felt board.
It looks really fun. Our nieces and nephews have inherited.
Yeah.
Does someone have to die for something to be inherited? Is it more of a hand-me-down situation?
I mean, my childhood died, so because I'm old now.
I'd argue, well, mine hasn't, Kate, because look what I do all
Alive and
day.
well.
Look what I do for a
Full
hobby.
of journalism.
A felt board is pretty fun. So your felt board, was that purchased or was that?
That was purchased.
That wasn't like handmade. I thought maybe your mom made it.
No, I had a carrying case embroidered with my sister and I's name.
That's pretty cool. Maybe that's why I thought it was handmade. But it's basically your felt board. For anyone who's never heard of or seen a felt board, it's like a big color forms, but everything's made of felt.
Yeah.
Sticker World goes online in 1998. The vice president of Cartoon Network, and remember, Cartoon Network's been around since 1994, Ted Turner, you know the story. I don't need to repeat it again, right?
You do mutter it in your sleep every night, so.
The vice president of the relatively young Cartoon Network saw Sticker World. I don't know if he was playing on Sticker World. I don't know if he had kids who were playing, whatever. He saw
doing
it.
market research.
And, you're right. And he saw that and said, we should do that for Cartoon Network. And Sticker World is not well archived, so I don't know if there were Sesame Street branded stickers, but what I could find about Sticker World, it didn't seem like that was the case. If that was the case, that was a minimal part. These stickers were generic. They were, oh, it's summer. Here are the new summer e-stickers, an umbrella, a beach ball. So it was all kind of, good for kids' brains, not marketing, more generic stuff. What Sam Register, the Cartoon Network vice president in 1998, decided to do was basically steal the idea, but all of the stickers were going to be Cartoon Network characters.
Huh.
And remember how deep of a bench, as you just saw in the commercial for Cartoon Orbit and CartoonNetwork.com from 2002, what a deep bench of characters they have. They have the Looney Tunes they have access to. They have the Toonami, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon stuff.
They got them Hanna-Barberas.
Every single Hanna-Barbera character.
Hanna-Barbera Business School.
Which there's so many of them, they're almost custom made to be e-stickers and not actual pieces of entertainment you watch because there's just so many, right? Quantity over quality. Plus all of the newly emerging Cartoon Network, what they call the cartoons.
Yeah, they got that cow and the chicken.
Boom. The red guy with his butt out. Dexter's Lab. Powerpuff Girl. Everything, right? So that's what Cartoon Orbit was. You would get little points. You could trade your points for stickers, e-stickers.
How would you earn the points?
Every time you logged in for once a day, I think you got a certain amount. I think it was 50. Visiting other people's pages, their sticker books basically, gave you 4 points. So you could just click next, and just look at a bunch of strangers. So that's an important element here, I guess I should mention. Unlike your sticker book in real life, in your real life physical childhood, my e-childhood featured these online sticker books called C-Zones. The stickers themselves were called C-Tunes. You could make your C-Zone. You got to pick the background, put your stickers on it, and then you could visit other real people's ones. And there was even a chat feature, but luckily there were laws in place in the 90s that were put in place for the early internet that made it so if children were the primary users for a website, the chat features, you could not just type something. It was like a drop down of like, hi, hello. I'm sure creepos found a way to abuse that and do something weird. But it was locked down. Like basically the chat was,
scripted.
Totally scripted, yes. But like I had friends that in real life that would use this and we could look at each other's pages. We could both log in at the same time and both click, hi, how are you? It was one of my favorite things to do on a computer in 2002. So, by the way, Cartoon Orbit shows up on the internet October 2000. It lasted till October 2006 and then it shut down forever. You could also make trades. That's what the commercial was trying to show you. The guy was talking over his fence.
Yeah.
You could literally trade. You could put them up for auction. So there was rarity. It's like a trade. So it's not so much a sticker as a trading card.
Okay, so it's like this one is super rare.
Yes.
And you have to pay me 1,000
points.
C-Tune
Or
bucks.
trade me these 10 C-Tunes. They were just called points. The points didn't have a fun name, but the stickers were C-Tunes. I know. They should have. Sam Register should have hired you.
Sam. Same.
There weren't like really CartoonNetwork.com had good fun games you could play with the characters, but those didn't influence Cartoon Orbit, unlike Neopets where you play the games and earn your Neo points. For the only games you could play on Cartoon Orbit, there was Win Ball and Win Wheel. Win Ball was basically I always mix up these names. Pachinko. Pachinko. It was kind of like a mix of pinball and pachinko. Mm-hmm. Like you launch a ball and it had to land in a certain spot, so you had almost no control over it. Plinko is from The Price is Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Win Wheel was just spin a big wheel.
Okay.
And you could earn, if you landed on the right thing, you'd earn a special golden C-tune that was super rare. Mm-hmm. That was pretty legit.
Did you ever do that?
I think I did. I think I had a golden Mojo Jojo C-tune.
What?
Mojo Jojo? Come on.
Oh, I know.
Come on, you saw him earlier in this same episode on the commercial. Who is he?
He is the bad guy from the Powerpuff Girls, and he's a genetically engineered monkey, and he has a really big brain. I've been studying that.
Well done, Kate. Well done. You have for the last several years.
I guess there's worse things you could have been doing on a computer in 2002.
You sound like my dad when he'd walk in and see it and want to shake his head, but be like, no, this is fine. Another extremely exciting aspect of this is every Friday night on Cartoon Network in the early 2000s, there's this thing called Cartoon Fridays. They'd show new episodes of the shows, all that stuff. And then you might see a commercial like this.
Oh my god, who is that big butt?
That's IR Baboon.
Right. It's time for this week's Orbit Code, the password that will get you this brand new C-Tune when you go to the Orbit section of CartoonNetwork.com. But wait, if you head over tonight, you can get a super special bonus C-Tune. But again, you can only pick it up tonight. How's that for incentive? Stick around, everybody.
You're like, all right, it's Friday night. Instead of talking to your family,
the whole family
first you
could
gotta
gather
watch
around.
Cartoon Network, then you gotta go get your C-Tune on the internet.
Mm-hmm. They give you a special code you could enter to get. That's the only way you could get that, other than getting it on the unregulated marketplace on Cartoon Orbit. Someone else could get it and sell it to you, I suppose. But it's free if you use the code. I was so hyped for this. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things as a kid. It's always been my intention to podcast about it with you. However, it does not exist online in any playable way. Like Neopets, easy to do. It's still there. It's not quite the same, but it's close enough. Cartoon Orbit since 2006 has been gone. It is not archived in any way because the whole thing was it resided, like it's a live service on their servers. As soon as they shut it down, it's gone. There's no way to archive that properly. Huh. So, luckily, there is a thing called the Massive Cartoon Orbit Archival Project.
MCOPE.
Yep, mcope.toonerific.com. And the folks here, the good folks at this project, it's a bunch of people.
This looks like a website I would visit in 2001.
It's a little outdated, Kate. They've stopped maintaining this archive too. So even the archive, thankfully, is still here because the archive needs to be archived. But they ripped as much stuff off of those servers. Like they downloaded as much as they could. I believe they always intended to build a fully functioning recreation. They haven't. They never did. It didn't work out. But luckily, it's all there. Or not all of it, but a lot of it's there. So what I did, and I am not a programmer, so excuse me if this is not great, but I have created a sort of simple simulation of Cartoon Orbit just for the purpose of you trying it out this episode so you can get just a little glimpse of what it was like. For any listeners out there and viewers on YouTube, you can find our simulation at cartoonorbit.notstalgia.org. It's on our website right now. This is it, Kate, right here. You
made this?
I made it, but I just took all the stuff that the archival people, and I would go on the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, that website where you can kind of like try to look at what websites looked like in the past. Did you know that existed?
No.
You can type in like cartoonnetwork.com on the Wayback Machine on archive.org, and they have been like trying to take snapshots of the internet as like historians. So there is some early internet historical stuff there. But this website, Cartoon Orbit's website, is hard to archive because so much of it is supposed to be live. So it's like a half preserved. So like the picture on the right, the like ice screamers thing.
Yeah.
I was able to get that. That one showed up online when I looked. So I cobbled it all together. I spent way too much time doing this. I made it, for anyone curious, I made it in Scratch, which is the MIT app builder for children, because I do not know any program languages, so I'm sure there's a much better way to do this. And it is all fake. Like, it's going to sort of try to act like you're online. You're going to be able to look at other people's C zones, but those are just screenshots of the people from the Cartoon Orbit archive who posted their own pictures of their C zones. So you'll see it's lightly interactive, and anyone can play it at cartoonorbit.notstalgia.org.
How long did this take?
Way too.
Like,
I was.
Are you gonna put some man hours on this for me?
I mean, I basically did it for a week straight.
Did you do this while I was sleeping?
I did it while you were sleeping. I did it while I was at work, supposed to be doing my job. I was possessed. Is this why you tell me you think I have undiagnosed ADHD?
Yes.
Because, like, I got it was like a Tuesday morning. I was like, I'm going to do this. I've been thinking about it for years. And I just ran through this thing forever. I exceeded Scratch's file size limit. Like, I would hit some walls, but I finally got it all figured out. I got it in a way you can run it in any browser, regardless of Scratch. Anyway.
I would like to note that I say that you have just the right amount of ADHD. Because after putting this off for 2 years, you then created this wild thing.
You'll notice, Kate, when you go, this is what the website looked like. By the way, they redesigned this user interface twice. This is the oldest version. There were 3 versions, the original, and then they did 2 redesigns. I based it on the original version from 2000, if anybody out there is wondering why it looks the way it does and not like how they remember it if they played it a little later. So there's a mini movie. See here, click here to watch the mini movie. I could not get that button to work, but someone has archived the movie on YouTube, so we're going to watch it. This is from the YouTube channel Plants 10,000. This is what would have played if you had been on Cartoon Orbit in 2000 and watched the intro mini movie. Go ahead. So this is, we're going to imagine you're setting up your account.
Okay. Oh look, Shaggy's flying through the air. And then you got that Powerpuff Girl. Oh, and Dexter. I like him.
Embark with us now on a journey beyond all borders to a new...
Is this aesthetic what lives inside your brain?
A little bit of atomic,
like
postmodern, mid-century.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Concourse, Grand Central Station for thousands of cartoon stars. Here as far as...
So this is explaining what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, they're kind of creating the fiction of this world.
Their daily business. You're moments away from reaching...
That's Fred Flintstone in a hat.
That's Yogi Bear's ranger.
Who?
The ranger that Yogi Bear fights. His rival.
Cartoon Orbit.
This sidewalk is departing. Please stand within the blue-coated bar.
This is all flash animated, by the way.
So, like, you could have made this.
Yeah, if you learned it well enough, yeah.
A cheerful hostess.
The giveaway is how most things just kind of move. They're not really, like, frame by frame animated.
Enjoy your stay.
They just slide and shift.
Bustling center sphere for a wonderful cartoon world. At Cartoon Orbit, each visitor is entitled to a unique experience. You'll explore the rich medley of worlds.
So you're going to get to choose your background, basically. That's what they mean by the worlds for your sticker book.
Pleasure and profit. You'll meet countless.
I hope what you see from this, though, is just what a kind of rich and full place the internet felt and thoughtful place at the time where, I don't know, it doesn't feel like this to me anymore. This carefully curated space for kids.
Welcome, friend, to Cartoon Orbit.
Like, I feel like if something like this existed now, it'd be being used to, like, radicalize children into the alt-right or something. They'd find a way, a code with those drop-down menu chat choices. Now we're going to register you.
Register me? I don't want to be on a list.
It's fake. Don't.
I want to hide.
It's fake, Kate. Don't worry. The way this works is you're going to
Where's
click
my cursor?
at the top. See where it says Join Now?
This one?
Mm-hmm. Click on the EDs.
The Eds?
Yep.
These guys?
Well, anywhere on that picture. Okay.
Oh.
So this is not exactly how it looks because this part's not archived well. But basically, you could pick a name, but also in keeping with the sort of censorship and protection laws.
Got it.
It was 3 words put together. So you can change any one of those words. They'll randomize for you, or you can have all 3 randomized again if you wish.
It wouldn't. So you weren't allowed to make one that was like Kid Groomer.
Yeah.
420.
There were there were no choices that could be combined in an inappropriate way. And all the
I kind of like George Gravel Utonium.
All of the word choices are real, almost all of them. I only threw a few in of my own, so there's like thousands of possible combinations here, and almost every one of these words was a real Cartoon Orbit
Agent X Jew.
name choice.
Should I be Agent X Maximix?
If you want, it's your name, Kate.
This is fun.
Remember, if you click change all, you're never going to find one of the ones.
Buttercup, Fatal, Heine. Clearly you put Heine in there.
No, Heine was there.
Oh my god.
Heine was there. Cast Plasma Chaozu, Avenger Havoc, Arturo.
Blabber, Tundra, Ken. These are fun.
And like, a lot of them are from shows.
Uh-huh.
Destructo, Trunks, a lot of Dragon
Super
Ball Z.
Trunks' son.
So the third word, a lot of times, if it wasn't its own word, it was like a suffix,
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I liked Van Robot. I should have gone back.
Yeah, it's too late. Don't expect to, because they're...
Little spiny diddly.
Is that you?
It's kind of weird.
Well, it's supposed to be like Squiddly Diddly is where the
okay.
diddly comes from.
Here, let's see.
Are you getting rid of diddly? Little spiny tune, little spiny sun.
That's a cactus.
Because it's supposed to be like Jetson,
Oh, okay.
Little spiny potamus.
I kind of like that. Little spiny duck.
Little spiny head.
These are fun.
Little spiny coyote. Now they are randomized, so you might start encountering ones you've seen, but it's in no particular order. I think there's about a little over 100 choices for each of the three.
Interesting.
And it will just straight up
Should I be a
randomize
little
it.
spiny Maximix?
It's a pretty good name.
I'm gonna be a little spiny Maximus.
Oh! An errant click. I think when you went to drag the touchpad, it considered that a click. I'm so sorry. Little spiny Mixmutt. Little spiny
I'm gonna be a little
Spork.
spiny Spork.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Next. Okay, Kate, now let them
Whoa,
all
I gotta
load.
choose my face?
You're going to choose a little avatar to sit next to your name, so like when people visit your zone, they'll see your name and they'll see your little avatar.
Okay, well we got Velma. I'm not gonna do them all.
No. It's a video. Anybody who's just listening to this, you done goofed. You should go watch it on YouTube.
You should see what Tyler put all of his manic energy into making.
It was wild. And it's been like over a month
luchador?
since I did it, so I'm forgetting some things here. Yeah, there's a luchador.
I wanna be a toaster.
Okay. You clicked it? Great. My user interface is not great. I think it's supposed to highlight. It's okay. Okay, now you're going to choose...
my C-zone.
It's just going to pick your background for you. You'll be able to change it later. But these were the initial choices.
I don't want to go to Bedrock. Flintstones suck.
Yeah, you could be Bedrock, Cartoon Network World, which is just everything else that's not in its own named world. Toonami, Scooby World, excuse me, Dexter's Lab or Townsville from the Powerpuff Girls.
I'm going with the classic Scooby World.
Okay, you're picking a Scoob World. Okay.
Oh, it looks scary.
So here's your C-zone.
Okay.
You have 1,500 points to start.
Oh, good for me.
Okay, so...
I got a small loan for my cartoon father.
What you want to do, I'm going to say, you're going to want to start by probably getting C-Tunes. Get C-Tunes up there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and click on that.
All right, I'm going.
Okay, so these are going to be random. And anyone you can afford, you can buy. Your points are at the top now.
I got so many points. So should I just buy them all?
I would only buy ones you want. And then when you click more, it's going to give you 8 more random ones.
Okay. Do I only get 8 more?
You can buy up to 32 C-Tunes.
Why would I want 32
C-Tunes? It started to get tedious to make it any higher, but in theory, I don't know if there was a limit.
Who's this little goober?
She's from Johnny Bravo. That's Johnny Bravo's little friend.
Ew,
his neighbor girl who used to make fun of him. Anything stand out yet?
Oh,
Do you recognize these people?
I like Wonder Woman.
Go buy her. So that's Wonder Woman because Justice League aired on Cartoon Network. Go ahead. Boom.
Why is she only 44 points?
Oh, the point values, this was weird. They're not weird. This took a while, but they're all randomized, basically. It's not really fair. I did not actually assign them all a value because that was too much work. But they're all random between certain parameters.
That's just a ribbon that says first.
Yeah, some of them are just props, like depending on what you... Because you could like stack that on top of a character, you know?
I like this grandpa.
There's Eustace. That was the one from the code from the commercial.
I like this little grouch.
Mandy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. We've seen almost everything these are from. Not quite everything, but almost.
I like this little Cerberus guy.
There's Courage with 3 heads.
So this is...
Well, and then you're going to get to put them on your sticker page when you're ready. And you can switch back and forth at any time. You can come back here once you've decorated a little.
Who's this horse?
That is Time Squad. We did watch that, but
I like this.
It wasn't very memorable, I guess. There's the Grim Reaper. Hey, look who it is in the top right. It's your boy.
Who?
Zorak.
I'll buy him for you.
From Space Coast. As seen on that sweatshirt that I have that you don't like.
Should I get this pup?
Yeah, that's the professor from Powerpuff Girls in an episode where he was turned into a dog by accident.
What? Do I have to buy more?
No. Are you ready to decorate?
What was this?
That's... Can you identify the show it's from? By the style?
Oh.
There's a clue on the screen right now.
No, baby.
Samurai Jack.
Who?
That's a character from Samurai. You watched Samurai
Where's
Jack.
Samurai Jack on here?
Right below you.
I can't see that. I'm old.
A C-tune of him. I would like to point out the screen is not that far from us and is quite large.
I'm old.
He is white robe on a white background though.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
the
very good.
2002 Happy New Year C-tune
What?
of Cow from Cow and Chicken wearing a 2002 sash.
Who's that frog?
Where? Oh, that's Captain Ginyu from Dragon Ball Z when he switched bodies with a frog. Okay, now do you see that one on the bottom right?
Yeah.
That's one of two that go together to complete that image. So it's complicated. Which imagine if you had one but had never gotten the other. There are several hundred, so you're never going to see them all. And luckily, these were all archived.
Look at this little guy. He's so cute.
Go get him. Chaozu. These were all
Oh, this
posted,
guy's kind of cute.
Garlic Jr., by the massive mocap, what's it called? Cartoon Orbit project. They saved all of these C-tunes, so I was able to snatch them and put them on here.
I like this robot. She seems sassy.
Rosie the robot? The maid from the Jetsons?
Do you think she's being fairly compensated? Look at this grandma. I love her.
You know who that is?
Nope.
Wow.
I like this angry girl.
That's Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
All right. I've squandered my C-tunes.
Yeah, you got 316 points left.
Well, you can't take it with you, Tyler. When you die, your C-tunes...
Hey, and they closed down anyway in 2006. What happened to all my C points?
Yeah,
and
why'd
C-tunes?
you hoard your C-bucks?
I gotta say, my biggest regret going into this project...
What do I do now?
My C-Zone. My biggest regret was that I don't have a screenshot of my C-Zone. I can't show you what it really looked like. Click here to build.
Here?
Yep. Okay, so here's all your C-tunes, and you can't see them all because you can only see 8 at a time, so you can click next. You can click next to get to the other ones. Okay, when you're ready to put one down, just click on it.
Okay. Who am I gonna put down first? I like this many-headed dog.
Go ahead, just give him a click. And now you can go over and drag him wherever you want.
Can I make him little?
No.
Can I make him big?
You are stuck with that size.
Alright, he's gonna go right here.
Okay, and then click on somebody else, bring them in. Now I will warn you, go ahead.
Should I do all dogs?
Sure. And see, that's the fun. A lot of people who had nice C-zones, they had a theme.
I like this little guy. He's really big, though.
He is. I think some of the sizes I may have messed up, but I did
So, there they are. They're hanging out on the lawn.
Yep.
And it looks like he wants to talk to him, but he's not having it. And then there's this grandma.
Now, I want you to be careful here. They're going to stick to each other like magnets.
They're stuck to each other.
That is a flaw in my version of how I made this.
I'm good now.
Your cursor, just when you're clicking and
She's
dragging.
going to be standing in the foreground.
Great.
Just kind of looking at her dog friend.
Just make sure your cursor doesn't go over 2 when you're dragging. That's a total mistake on my part. I could not figure out how to fix.
And then Wonder Woman is there. But she's about to kick this guy in the head.
Nice.
But what do I do now?
Now you can click here to save. Okay.
Awesome.
There's your C-zone. Would you like to see some other C-zones?
Sure.
Down at the bottom where it says click here to visit a neighbor. Those buttons all work. The middle one is random. And then you just go.
There?
Sure.
Whoa.
Now the names will load up here. Let's see.
Scooby D Ghoul.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's full of like scary guys.
It's all grim and evil. I think the Grim Adventures
boys.
of Billy and Mandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it would work. You know, people would pick a theme.
This is just all Batman's.
Right.
I don't know what this one is.
But it'd be fun. Captain Planet. It'd be fun because you could get ideas. You'd be like, oh, I didn't know that one existed. Okay, here's the gold ones from Windball and Windwheel.
Got it.
And they have all the retro, like Justice League Super Friends. Those C-tunes are based on the show from the 70s, you know, which was kind of a fun.
That's kind of fun.
Because eventually they're like, what else do we add?
But this is all just Batman.
Those things in the top, those like round things, you would earn those if your C-zone was like, I don't know how they determined it, but basically this was like one of the best
super
Batman ones. Yeah, so they'd give you, it's called the C-ring, and you'd get it. And then if you clicked on that, it'd bring you to anyone else who has that special thing. Okay. They were awarded somehow.
This one, everyone's just crowding around the mansion.
Some X-Men, right? And that's Professor X's mansion.
Got it.
Because there's an X-Men cartoon on Cartoon Network at this time. Because it's all, you know, promotional. Oh, this is when they did some sort of thing that was like it was the Oscars, but it was the Bettys, so it was shaped like Betty Rubble. And they had these like movie, look at the posters, look at the one on the top right.
You got Almost Famous. You got Crouching Cow, Hidden Chicken.
So they would do these, like these are very special.
You got Aaron Brockovich.
C-tunes, these fake movie posters.
I don't know what's going on here, I'm a little worried.
It's like a weird Scooby-Doo bedroom. There's a really boring C-zone. They put one Now notice you're getting points because you get a couple points every time you visit.
Where are
one
my
of these.
points?
See, you're going up.
Oh, I got points. What's this one?
I don't know, Ben K. Gruesome.
Big K.
Oh,
Gruesome.
Big K. Gruesome. See, this person's in a C ring. I don't know why, how they earned it, but
Okay.
kind of got the idea.
I think I do.
Okay, let's go back to your C-Zone, up top where it says My C-Zone. Let's go to click here to build. I just want to show you the backgrounds. Down in the bottom right, you can change background. I just want you to see. It's random.
Oh, look out.
I wasn't able to
Now we're in
implement
Bedrock.
the feature where you could pick, but you know, you got a lot of choices.
I do. Look at those pretty trees. They match my dog. What's this?
That's Dexter's lab.
What is that?
It's like just a generic room. I don't.
Oh, look, my little cutie boy's sitting in the chair. I love his little feet. What is that?
Samurai Jack.
Okay.
Remember those nice backgrounds?
No, baby.
Yeah.
Well, look, he's coming out of the house now. All right.
Got the idea?
I think so.
Okay, why don't you go make a trade? Go to My C Trades. Okay, that was a trick. I couldn't figure out a way to
Hey.
implement the trades. But this was the actual error screen from CartoonNetwork.com in this era. Thanks to the Internet Archive. That's pretty fun.
Tyler, are you using AOL 3.0 for your browser?
You've seen everything that I wanted to show you here.
This is amazing. You made this?
But forget about me making it. How would you feel about this as a child? Would you have been intrigued?
I think so, just because I could like put my stickers wherever I wanted and move them around.
But you
And
wouldn't have
there's like a
visited.
little cute guy with little feet.
Like, I was basically on this. Every time I was allowed on a computer, I was pretty much here. Like, at least once a
Wow.
day.
Do you remember your login?
I can't remember my name. My C-Zone was themed.
Oh, what did it look like?
It was all C-Tunes of Bubbles, the blue one, from the Powerpuff Girls. I don't really know why.
Did you have a little crush on her?
No, she's a
Did you wanna be
kindergartner.
her?
But I really liked the Powerpuff Girls, and Bubbles was my favorite one of the three. So and then it was like you're on a mission to find, with your child undiagnosed ADHD brain, all the ones.
Which one is she?
She's the blue one.
Man, sorry you got stuck with the green one as a wife.
That's okay. She's like kind of the dumb ditzy one. I prefer to have an angry one. There's one more thing we need to look at though that is not implemented on my Cartoon Orbit, and I'm sure anybody out there listening, probably this feature is the thing they remember most fondly, but it's a whole different beast, and luckily somebody else already did the work to do this part, so I'm going to steal it from them. There's a website, Kate, called gtunesround2.com, where this feature, which is called Gtunes, has been fully archived, and not fully, but you can play it.
So wait, what is G2?
In 2002, Cartoon Orbit added a feature called Gtunes, and some of the C-Tunes, I don't know if you saw any of these. Let me just real quick see if I can look at one. Some of the C-Tunes are round. That one's obscured. Okay, here are some G-Tunes. See how they look different?
Yeah.
They're like round, they're shiny with that like iPhone
like
aesthetic.
Button.
Yeah. So these are like trading cards you can play a game with.
Okay.
And you could build a deck of them, and there's this whole feature, and you could play against other real people. I never really got into this when it showed up in 2002. Cartoon Orbit was around for 2 years, then they added this feature that some of your C-Tunes could be G-Tunes, and you could basically play this card game with them.
But are all C-Tunes?
All G-Tunes are C-Tunes, but not all C-Tunes are G-Tunes, because it's only these round ones.
Okay.
Are you ready? I want you to try it out.
Okay.
So we're going to play.
How would you play? First, choose a deck of G-Tunes cards, heroes or villains. Your first 6 cards will appear. Play 4 cards by dragging them onto the game board. The computer flips its cards over and adds up each side's points. Now you can choose to discard one, both, or neither of the 2 cards left in your hand. Remember, there are still 6 cards left in the deck. Play 3 more cards by dragging them onto the game board. The computer flips the first 2 of its final 3 cards and adds up each side's points. Now, if you want to, you can swap out your last card with another card from the hand. It will cost you a penalty of 10 points. Finally, choose a color. Any silver cards you have on the board will be changed to that color. The computer flips its last card and determines the winner, either by points or by target colors. I don't know what's happening.
Click Know Your Cards.
At the beginning of the battle, the computer will shuffle and cut each player's deck to determine target colors. It reveals 2 different target colors. The player who has more cards of both colors will win the game regardless of point totals. If only one target color is revealed, the player who has more cards of that color will get a bonus of 15 points. Black and silver do not count as target colors if only black and silver are revealed. There is no target color, And the game is decided by points.
Click next.
Each G-Tunes card have... What?
So they have a color.
Okay.
Okay. Silver cards can be changed to any color towards the end.
Black cards don't count towards any color total. I'm just...
They have a value. That's what the points are. They get added up, as you saw.
This is like when someone explains like a really complex board game to me and I just dissociate and then I just do my best.
Uh-huh. And they have a power.
Ugh.
Some G-Tunes have special powers that affect the cards around them. Roll over a card and read its description. Powers are listed at the bottom of the description. Cards with powers can increase or decrease point value of cards next to them, or their own point value based on what other cards are in play. Powers can even affect your opponent's cards and vice versa. Oh, you don't need the strategies and tricks. I think you're ready. Hit close.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Plan ahead.
Nah,
Oh,
go ahead.
God.
Let's play. Click close.
Swapping.
Okay. Let's do deck A. So because this is just kind of a simulation, and you're playing against a computer, not a real person, there's only 2 decks to choose
One
from.
color has been revealed.
What color was it? Did you catch that?
Purple.
Okay. Target color is purple. So pick your 4 cards.
Okay, so I
Throw
want to
them
put
down.
the purple in there, right?
Sure. Drag it over to one of your slots.
Okay.
You got 37 seconds left.
What?
So now at this point, I would just go for points, right?
Yeah.
Because you can, and any of them that are silver, you can change to purple at the end.
Okay. This one doesn't even have any points.
It does, but it's hard to read because of our eyes. It's a 4. It shows up in the top right when you hover over it, so you can read it better.
I can't see anything.
So you want that 10. I would go for the... Okay, that one's 4. See, he's 10. He's your highest value card.
Okay.
Other than Blossom.
I'm ready now.
Okay, here we go. So you got a 5, a 4, a 10, and a 10. Okay, we're going to score it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They got 2 purple skate. Oh, but there's some sort of thing.
I got a multiplier of some kind.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, I have no idea what's happening,
I don't
but I'm
really
winning.
either. He has 4 purples, though. So, why am I assuming the computer is...
I'm not discarding anything.
Okay, so then...
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I would just let it be.
All right.
Here we go. Let's see, what do you got?
What else I got?
You got a 10. Throw down that 10. You have no purples. You are in big trouble.
I am in big trouble.
Because, do you have any silvers? I can't tell the difference between blue and silver.
That's green.
Oh, it says it in the... Does it say it?
What's orange?
Orange. Yeah, it does tell you. Good.
All right, I don't think I should move anything.
No, you need to put 3 on the board.
Oh, what? Oh my god, 24 seconds!
Yeah, this is the next round. Just pick the highest ones and throw them on. You're doomed. There's no chance that you
Yeah,
win
this is rigged.
Okay, you should put that 6 down, though. I mean,
Here?
yeah, because it has more points, right? Although, you know what? Are you reading their powers on...
Yeah, I am.
Oh, see, I wasn't.
See, I got multiplier style.
All right, so their powers are going to help you? Ooh, 4 times 4 of opposite card, but I think it means directly across. Let's see if he's got another purple. Or they, or...
I got 67, Tyler.
Ah. Okay.
Swap card.
Do you want to swap it?
No.
Okay, no. God, I wish we could play against each other.
Look, I got +1 for each villain in play.
You know, this game actually looks kind of fun.
I'm reading.
Are you enjoying this?
No.
Oh.
This is very stressful for me.
This is a pretty good game. It's really not...
See, I won.
Wow.
90 to 45. Because
come-
I was reading about the powers. I got 20 points on that angry girl.
But how come they didn't win based on the color?
Because they didn't know about multipliers.
I don't understand how you won, but I'm glad you did.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, what'd you think of G-Tunes?
I was very stressful. I don't like time limits.
I didn't say it earlier, but the person who did this gtunesround2.com, he goes by Daniel. I thought there would maybe be a username or social media handle, but all he wrote in the about is my name is Daniel. So thank you to Daniel for making this.
Thank you to Daniel.
Kate, I want to hear your summation of this whole experience.
It was all right.
The whole experience? G-Tunes, Cartoon Orbit?
Here's what I liked. I liked being a proud wife of all of your work and effort that you made this thing for me.
When you prefer, I did that in some way that bettered our wallets or humanity's.
No, I think sometimes creating for just creating things' sake is nice.
Huh.
And I'm proud of you because that seems like it took a lot of work.
Thanks, Kate.
So I like being a proud wife.
Okay. How about let's talk more about Cartoon Orbit itself.
That it was kind of boring. No offense. You made it really good because it could have been a lot more. You could have made it a lot more exciting, I think, and you didn't.
And you know what?
And I feel like it stayed true to the aesthetic.
I don't think you had any C-Tunes that animate. I'm going back real quick in. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, those are yours. Get C-Tunes. Let me see if I can find... Okay, here's an animated one. This is one of the worst animated ones. Okay, real quick. Here, so you said it's boring. Let me show you one thing that could maybe spice up the experience. All right, so here are 2 animated C-tunes. I'm going to mess up your C-zone, Kate. Go ahead and click on...
Click on them?
Click on the bird.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if this spices it up. This is one of the worst animated ones there is.
What? It just moves up and down like a millimeter.
Now click on her. Now that's a real animation. That's pretty cool.
That's a good animation.
So some people's C-zones might be a little more exciting than others.
No.
There were also a few C-tunes that had little games in them. You could click on it like a little Game Boy. But I didn't implement those.
Stay out of my C-zone.
All right, so you want me to... How about... How about I...
You're not welcome here.
Let me restore your C-zone to its former glory, though, so we can end with this on screen. Go away. Bird. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh.
Now I just got a pile of C-tunes.
Okay. Things went a little wrong there. They're supposed to disappear when they get over there. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have messed with it. Oh, no.
All right. Well, we learned a lot today.
Let's just put this back on screen. Okay. All right. So other than the animations, yeah, it's. I think though the boringness is good because it's meant to be something you visit once a day for 5 minutes. You know.
You just check on it, make sure it's still there.
You're not supposed to be flipping
Animate
out
your
the whole
whole
time. Yeah, you click on your
purple
guys
goes
to
up and down.
make sure they're still there. You should make your friend go look at your C-zone. How about G-Tunes? Would you have wanted to play that as a child?
I liked this a little better because it was more exciting, but it was a little too exciting.
See, I never know
There's too much time.
I never know what
Too many time pressures
You're going to be overstimulated or understimulated. I guess that's it.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
I guess, guys, if you are looking for something to do, you should go check this out because, like, Tyler made this. He made it.
Kate.
Check it out.
The real joy for me was I used to think about Cartoon Orbit sometimes. It would enter my mind, and I'd wonder about it and be like, man, I wish I could play it one more time. So this podcast exercises that demon for me all the time because I have to research some old show I like each week, then we watch them, and then I'm like, all right, I'm released from the burden of wanting to revisit that thing, at least for a while. And we've been doing this for years now, and more so than ever, any episode we've ever done, this one has really exercised the Cartoon Orbit demon from me because not only did I revisit it, I had to make it, like remake it.
Yeah.
And I never really want to think about Cartoon Orbit much again after this. So
this is great.
This was a great exercise. Thanks
so
for,
good for us.
You know, you always say men will do anything but go to therapy. Thanks for being part of this podcast, which is my weird childhood regression therapy.
Got Bravo for you. What do you got?
I have a cartoon legend.
But if I give you Bravo, what else do I get?
You know what? Deal's off. Forget it.
Oh, no. We're good. Just the legend. I'm cool.
Want to see the new way to trade? Log on to Cartoon Orbit, where you can create your own cartoon world, fill it with your favorite cartoon characters, then chat and trade with your friends. Check out Cartoon Orbit, only on CartoonNetwork.com. Your click is our command.